Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. It's been kind of a touch and go for me lately, trying to push past all the negative crap that I deal with daily. Just been feeling kind of discouraged about things lately, as it tends to happen to all of us. But like I mentioned before, it's all about those baby steps. It's finally been really nice outside, and I took full advantage of it. I got out with the family and we went on a fucking hike. We went out to some trails at one of our local parks, just trying to enjoy the sunshine, time with my kids, just trying to get back out there and do something for my mental health as well as my physical health, because my physical health has gone to crap over the last 10 years. Anyways, my daughter loved the experience. She loved just getting out and being outside because obviously she's been cooped inside all winter. My son, he loved it too, but he's still kind of little, so I had to carry him a lot of the way. But it was just nice to get out and try to work on myself a little bit and appreciate the little things like a sunny, warm day with that perfect amount of wind. We all had just a great time just getting out and being outside away from the house. But being back at the house, it was the perfect day. Actually, this whole last weekend was perfect for having the windows open, and having that back door open too, just letting the breeze rush through the house and blow out all the funk that builds up from the winter. Everyone's stink that just builds up in the house. And of course, the animals too. I've really gotten to understand my dad, how he felt about animals. All those years we'd bring home strays and everything when we were kids. He would just complain about the stink and how they made messes, and I just completely understand how that man felt all those years. But anyways, let's get into today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back, and as always, I appreciate any time you can give to the show. I'm trying to bring you something with as much quality as I can. I think today I just kind of wanted to give some updates as far as me trying to push this onto YouTube, so there's, some kind of video or something that can go along with this show, because, how YouTube's just the thing now. Everybody loves videos. I mean, I've really got sucked into it the last year, but, so there's just that, and, trying to do all that, just as long as you don't mind staring at my ugly face, but eventually make use of all the old phones, because how a lot of people now, without spending a ton of money, they'll just use their old phones they have laying around, because you can record multi-angle stuff just using phones and then uploading the files and all that crap. And I hope to eventually use those phones or whatever I have to maybe transition into kind of an interview format. It's I don't have a whole lot of people available to me to do these things, or anybody that might even be interested. But to eventually kind of move to that format, and just a multi-angle kind of thing. But mostly just trying to do that push, and in doing so, trying to work on some of my own anxieties that seem never-ending, but I do have a lot of anxiety or fear, I guess, of being on camera, because I just have a lot of problem with my appearance. I just have a lot of anxieties and self-confidence issues as far as that's concerned. And I'm trying to make these pushes and do these things and just make these strides nonetheless and be comfortable in front of a camera. But like a lot of people, I've never really cared for taking pictures or being on video, not since I was probably fucking 19, and that's, at this point, that was a long time ago. That was over like 15 years ago or something, or pretty close to that. back when I was that young, I was in decent shape. I hadn't really let myself go as a lot of people do as they get older. I just have, like I said, I have a lot of self-confidence issues as far as my appearance, and I have spent a lot of these last 10 years or so just avoiding cameras, and I know that it's irritating to my wife because she is the type that loves to take pictures. She loves to capture the moment as often as possible. But then again, you want to capture those moments, especially when you have kids, because it's true what they say. They do grow up way too fucking fast. My daughter is already 5. She's going on 6. My son's going on 2. And fucking before I know it, they're going to be in high school or some shit, and that's going to make me crazy. And it just seems like yesterday we just brought home my daughter, and it's just those years fly by. So I understand my wife's need to document things. But I'm trying to make that addition to YouTube content and trying to figure out the technical side of it with the video and audio mixing and lighting and all that fun shit. In the process, making it more complicated than it needed to be. I tend to overthink things. But I finally got it figured out, just coming up with episode ideas at this point, all while trying to convince myself to actually go on camera. It's a bigger battle than I thought it would be. I am constantly judging myself. I just, like I said, I don't feel comfortable in front of a camera. A lot of people don't, regardless if they don't think they're attractive or whatever the case may be. But I am slowly making that effort. I'm just, at this point, like I said, it's still baby steps. It's still in its infancy as far as putting it on YouTube. I want to, at very least, do a trailer to introduce my channel, and maybe do the why am I like this segments on camera to start off with, and just, like I said, just kind of creep that way, do more content. And I've been trying to familiarize myself with it all, and kind of get in, I guess, with some successful YouTubers, just kind of view their content a lot, because there's a few that I actually watch a lot while I'm at work during my downtime, and just trying to go down that path and expand this, because I would like it to be successful, and I know it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of effort, and at this point I've invested money in it. I've bought a couple little pieces of equipment, I've bought some video editing software, so at this point there's no turning back. I need to see this through and see if anything ever comes of it, and I'm constantly kind of promoting myself too. I've run ads on Twitter and shit, and just trying to see where I can take this for the most part, because you see those people that do things like this and they have minimal success, or some people just blow up. I've seen that here in the last year. There's one particular YouTube channel that I really enjoy, and you might have heard of it if you listen to this. It's Mr. Ballin. He's just on camera, just tells random stories about mystery and shit like that, and he's fucking blown up in the last year. This man has went from a few thousand views here and there to millions of views, so congrats to him. Because he does put out some quality content. And there's been a couple others, but at this point, it's just getting past my own fears and anxieties and telling myself that I don't need to worry about, because no matter what you do, there's going to be fucking naysayers out there, people that just can't help but tear you down or give you some shit comment, because that's just in people's nature, unfortunately. And so yeah, this might be a short one. I just kind of wanted to give updates about everything. I'm trying to come up with more ideas, but as it gets warmer outside too, there's just going to be projects around the house that need my attention, because honestly, I would like to get rid of my house at some point, so it requires investing money and taking care of things that need done, all that garbage. But anyways, just kind of wanted to give an update about everything, and I hope that everyone continues to listen to this, whoever does. I appreciate you giving the show a chance, and you can track me on all the social media stuff at this point, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, making that push for YouTube as we've been discussing, and just trying to figure out my place, I guess. Trying to do something different than the typical everyday jobs that everyone has. And I understand that it could be quite a while before anything comes to fruition. And anyways, like I said, I appreciate any time that you can give. I will continue to give updates and try to put out episodes at least weekly. The Why Am I Like This segments might be here and there, just depending what I'm trying to do. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little segment, and stay tuned for updates. I just want to keep anybody that has any interest in this to just be aware of what's going on. But anyways, thanks again for listening, and I will catch you later.